What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today I'd like to talk about Heroes Return, which is something tailored for returning players here in the Elder Scrolls Online in Update 46. And Zos picked a great time to do this. They're also doing some quality of life changes for new players. And the reason I think this is a great time, with Oblivion Remastered coming out on PC, Xbox, and PS5, I have seen an absolute ton of people saying, should I get back into ESO? It's been X amount of years since I've played. Oblivion's given me that itch to play the Elder Scrolls Online again. What do I need to do? And I think Zos probably knew that was coming, so that's why they decided to do this with Update 46, considering, it's only going to be, about 2 months span between the Oblivion Remastered and Update 46 launching. Also, I've seen a lot of new players as well. People that maybe play Skyrim, that picked up Oblivion Remastered, that have never played ESO, talking about jumping into the game. So these things are kind of tailored towards, like I said, returning players and new players. And I just want to let all of you out there know kind of what this is going to be like and what you can expect if you are a returning player, or like I said, some of those quality of life changes for new players. So for returning players, they have a new thing called Heroes Return. It says ESO is a very large game where you can do a lot of things. However, with all things to choose from, it can be a difficult kind of thing to know where to start when you come back to Tamriel after being away for a while. So this is introducing Heroes Return. They're going to have kind of have 3 parts to this. First of all, the Heroes Return adventure, which will be with Vanus. And while fighting through this short instance and dealing with the dangers within, you will also be reminded of some key components of ESO's combat. Completing this adventure grants you a selection of consumables and other items to help you get back on your feet quickly. So this is going to be just kind of a short tutorial to give you some combat cues to kind of remember what you're doing, and also kind of set you up with some consumables that you can use while starting out adventuring again if you have played the game in the past. Also, the welcome back screen and rewards. When you return to Tamriel for the first time, after a while you'll be greeted with a new screen that temporarily replaces the announcement screen. This temporary screen, of course, will give you some login rewards, also among other things, including a new Heroes Return experience scroll that also removes way shrine cost for a short time. So you'll be able to travel from a way shrine or to a way shrine from anywhere in the game without having to be charged for it with in-game gold. So this is going to be free for a short amount of time. Also, a way shrine navigation chart that can be used to reveal any unexplored way shrine in a zone where you choose to use it. So you'll get a scroll that's going to pop up and open up all those way shrines for you and show you the locations for them. That way you can just travel to them, unlock them, and you won't have to just travel around the map not knowing exactly where they are located. Also, the Heroes Return Golden Pursuit. Tamriel is full of ways to play, and to remind you of those options, they have introduced a Heroes Return Golden Pursuit. While adventuring through this Golden Pursuit, you will have a chance to be refreshed on important locations, services, activities within Tamriel, all while earning a variety of helpful rewards along the way. And if you are a brand new player or a returning player and you have not played in several years, Golden Pursuits is something that Zos does, for a kind of month-long activity in game where you have a certain amount of tasks you do, and they give us rewards. This month, for example, we actually got a house, a free home for anyone that completed the Golden Pursuits. So their idea was to put a Golden Pursuit in the game just for returning players to refresh you on things, but also give you some rewards along the way and kind of set up the way that you're going to be able to see how these are going to work going kind of into the future if you continue to play the game. So you're going to see Golden Pursuits pop back up. You'll kind of have an idea of how they work. But for this particular Golden Pursuit for returning players, it's going to give you those kind of things you need to continue to refresh yourself with how the game works. The team has continued also to work on quality of life improvements for Update 46. They're making clearer tooltips and improved mouse over behavior to help you better understand which quest icons belong to what. Improved quest visibility on the Tamriel level of the map. So when you're zoomed out to the larger map, there's a lot of stuff there now. If you are a new player or a returning player, that map's going to look completely different than it has in the past, and this is going to help you out a lot with some more quest visibility. Also, they updated the quest area color for better contrast when areas of exploration are highlighted on the maps as an objective. Also, a show on map feature in the journal, which is more noticeable as you take on quests. It says new players should also benefit from a more prominent introduction to the map in the early hours of their adventure and added guidance during the fast travel moments, like a better tutorial of the way shrine system. So all in all, they're trying to make it simpler for new players getting into the game, because there's a lot going on in this game, even the base version of the game. Just the original game still has a lot going on, a lot to learn if you're brand new. But if you are a returning player and you have kind of the gist of the game, you have an idea of what's going on, this is still going to, the map improvements, the new Heroes Return idea is going to help you navigate through Tamriel easier than it would if you're just picking it up again after several years of not playing and trying to learn everything again. So this is going to be something, like I said, tailored, for the new players, with all the map improvements and all of the kind of quality of life improvements, but also with that Heroes Return, this is going to be tailored towards everyone coming back into the game after an extended period of time. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this. I hope ZOS continues to do these kind of things going forward. I think that is one thing that kind of turns off new players or returning players. There's so much going on now after all the years of content. 10 years of content is a lot to kind of take in if you are new or if you're returning. So hopefully they will continue to add and tweak these things for new players going forward in future updates. Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.